Welcome, I'm Aliki. I'm here to help you upgrade your energy. In this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 signs from the universe that someone is thinking about you. At the end of the video, I'll also explain how it is that energy works in thoughts. When you're thinking of someone all the time, do they also have you on their mind? And how does this energy flow from one person to the other? If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. And also, I'm really happy to announce the launch of my merch store. We've created a lot of products that you can wear to feel happiness and inspiration. And it also supports me and the channel in moving forward. So thank you. Now, the first sign from the universe would be if you suddenly bump into one another. This is extremely powerful. It often happens when the other person had you on their mind. When you haven't planned to meet with them and you weren't thinking of them and there they are in front of you. This is a very important sign, and it usually also means that the two of you have something to say to one another, something to share, perhaps even something to move forward in together. The second sign is when you hear their name or you see it written again and again. When you repeatedly hear someone calling out their name on various occasions, or you hear it in songs, you see it being written, and you say, why do I keep seeing her name? Why do I keep seeing his name? Why do I keep hearing it? What's happening? This is a message from the universe, a sign from the universe that they are thinking of you and that there is something connecting the two of you. There's something that will bring you forward together, and that there's something that you need to exchange with one another, something you need to say, something you need to share, perhaps even something that you need to do together, something you need to create. It can be so many different things depending on what type of relationship the two of you already have built with one another, and if you are in communication or not at this time. So see what it is that it means for you. The third sign from the universe is when you feel their presence. Even though they are not physically there, you feel as if they are. Perhaps you even hear them speaking with you. You feel them holding you. This is a very powerful sign that you are on their mind. The fourth sign is when out of nowhere you feel the urge to see them, to contact them. And it's not because you're in love with them and you really want to see them, you miss them, but it's that it suddenly comes up. This urge out of nowhere comes up that I have to see him, I have to see her. This usually happens when they are thinking of you and there is something that they want from you. And I'm not saying this in a bad way. I'm saying that perhaps they want to share an aspect of their life with you. Perhaps it is that they miss you. It can be so many different things, and you need to see what it is depending on your relationship with this person and what your inner knowing is telling you. The fifth sign is when you have this inner knowing that they are thinking of you. It's like a message comes from within you that, hey, I'm on his mind, I'm on her mind. And when you feel that the two of you together bring forward happiness, bring forward love, then it usually is a sign that you are on their mind and that something in the universe, a very powerful force, is bringing the two of you together, is making you think of him or her and them think of you. This is usually something that I believe that you should act on. When you feel this inner knowing coming forward, this is usually a sign that you should come into contact with the other person. See what it is that they are thinking. See what it is that they are feeling. And see how it is that you can move forward. Now, as for how the energy of thoughts works, thoughts are made up of energy. This energy is in a constant flow, in constant motion. It can come from your mind, it can come from your subconscious, it can come from feelings, from memories. There is not one type of thought. So as for why it is that someone is constantly on your mind, why you are thinking of them, and if they are thinking of you, this has to do with each situation, and not just each situation, but every moment this can shift, every moment this can change. So it could be one thing at one time and another thing at another time, even in the same day. So this is why it is best for you to interpret this within you. And the easiest way to do this is in your heart and in your core, because then you're not over-analyzing it with your mind and using what it is that you believe to be true, what you think to be true, but going with an inner knowing, with the inner wisdom, and seeing it with clarity. Now, energy of thoughts comes up inside you. It can be awakened by something that you remember, something that you see, something that you hear. This is why very often some of you find yourself constantly thinking about someone who doesn't know you, who doesn't know that you exist. And you say, how can I be thinking of this person constantly and they don't even know that I exist? Are they thinking about me? And no, someone who does not know that you exist cannot be thinking of you. We do not think about people who we do not know. We think about people who we have seen, who we have connected with in some way. So you thinking about someone means that you have connected with them in some way. You saw something, you heard something, something awakened a memory, something awakened, sparked something from within you that needs to learn from this, that needs to understand something, needs to see something or experience something. See what it is that it means for you. The signs that I share from the universe that someone is thinking of you is for someone who knows you, someone who you also know. Someone that you can move forward with into something creative, into something that will fill both of you with happiness and love. Truly pay attention to who is in your life right now, who is there. It could be even energetically. They may not be in contact with you right now, but if you feel their presence, it means they are there in some way. It doesn't have to be physical. It can also be in pure energy. It starts from within you and then it moves forward into the physical. It does not suddenly happen in the physical. It has already started from within, and that's when you see the results in the physical. This happens for things that we are aware of them starting from within us, and things that just seem to pop up out of nowhere. That doesn't mean that they started in the physical. They always start from inside you. So notice what it is that is presenting itself. Notice what it is that is coming up in your mind, coming up in your thoughts, and showing itself not just physically, but energetically. And put these two together. See them with your heart, see them with love, and see what it is that they are telling you, showing you. And do not see this just with your feeling, only with emotion. Do use your mind, do see it with clarity. And in this way, you will feel empowered. It will give you knowledge and strength that you can move forward with. I wish you happiness and love. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe and remember to like.